About the team after 2 games.
That we are so incredibly young, that we are still finding our way, that we're still trying to find ways to sub the group effectively, that it is an incredible challenge, rotating those bigs in their minutes. The fact that we've seen positive lights with Joel Embiid, we've seen glimpses of Saric, you've seen glimpses of almost all of them. It's just you saw, two different performances on opening night and the one against Atlanta. And I think a lot of the Atlanta performance had to do with they are a good team. They're a legitimate playoff team, one of the best teams in the East. And we struggled in a few areas, and the game got away from us at the end.
It's clear when Joel comes out of the game that the team looks different. So then how do you deal with it when he's not going to be playing at all on that Wednesday game?
You've got to take what you got. I wish I could give you a better answer, and I think that's going to be, able to compete. Jahlil has not too long ago almost played more games than he did practice. His practices have been very sparse, and so when Joe doesn't come to Carolina and Ja is playing, I can play him more and feature him more, and somewhere we hope in the not too distant future, both will be available. Both can split minutes. Both can play together. But that's just not where we're at. And so you're in this piecemeal stage, certainly with Jahlil and Joel, and we will see it this weekend.
Does it remind you more in general terms of the last 2 years than you expected? I'm assuming, given the injuries and the situations, and being surprisingly so young again, Brett.
I think it's caught everybody off guard. I feel like when you take a team, we've all seen what people judged us to do in relation to wins. All those expectations that come out. We've all seen that. You take the first player chosen in the draft. You take your starting point guard. You try to nurse Gerald through some stuff in the preseason. You split up your minutes with Ja and Joe. Ja has taken probably more time than we had thought. And so, you're left with reality. And, from that perspective, yeah, it's a little disappointing, but I see daylight. We all should see daylight. I think it's buying time. We just need to buy some time. And, you're going to get Jared Bayless. Ben Simmons' situation will become more obvious. Jahlil will become more healthy. Dario will play more than 2 NBA games. All those things are just... they're imminent. They're coming. They're not too far away. But at the moment, you feel like we just need to buy some time.
Right. You've had some players, if they don't come to the team, either study the game while it's happening or you shoot a text. Any thoughts ahead so far as what you might have Joel do?
Same thing I've always done. Hit me with a text at halftime. You owe me something at halftime. What do you think? Try to seek their opinion. Let them stay in the game. My guys historically have been great. I really enjoy doing it. And, we find ways to keep them involved, keep them engaged. On game night when they're not with the team, that is something that just historically I've done here as a Sixers coach.
What stands out to you about his defense? Because we see the stats on the stat sheet, but I feel like there's intangibles.
We the effort chart that we've been keeping since all my days here as a coach. And so when we look at him on an effort chart, and we look at his hands-on balls, his deflections, his ability to block a shot, his ability to get a fingernail on a pass, his ability to get a steal. He's got I think it's a 7-foot some odd wingspan. And so I think, at 6, 8, or 9, it's deceptive because he just stretches out. Kawhi Leonard stretches out. And so his ability to do those things is deceptive at a long 3. I feel like he's really taken pride on guarding his man and supported by the deflection statistics.
Generally pleased with the quality of three-point looks the team has gotten so far?
Not against Atlanta, I wasn't. I thought that, and that's a little bit to Atlanta's credit. They're a good defensive team. They do contest shots well. I feel like, one more pass, maybe a little bit of show and go, driving closeouts. I think we have a good to great category. That's a good shot. That would have been a great shot, pass the ball stuff. And it's applicable even with our post players, not just three-point shooters. And so in general, it's a reflection of have we played much basketball together? that is evident that we haven't sometimes when I'm looking at some of the quality of the shot.
Do you think Dario is just maybe offensively just pressing a little bit, new situation,
I think so. He's probably had the cleanest looks out of all of our guys that have not gone in. And as we remind him and show him on tape, I really don't think, I'm sure there's one or two. There are many bad shots. He's taken the shots that the defense has given him, and he has been short a lot. We talk lots about two things: getting his legs into his shot, getting way more lift, and ultimately growing him to becoming a three-point shooter. I think we have too many long two guys right now. Shooting too many jump shots, having too many long twos. When you studied our team in the past, there was an efficiency with our shots. We were downhill at the rim, we shot free throws, and we shot a lot of threes. And right now, like with the design of the team, we're trying to get them to stretch out, move out, and not shoot as many long twos.
With Rashawn, he's obviously benefited the most from the big guys being hurt. What in your mind makes him a two-way player down the road eventually?
I think that he's going to grow his three-point shot first. I think that he's going to add another layer to that. I feel like when you just go back to sort of what he does now offensively, he jumps as quick as anybody I've coached. Like, he gets off the floor quick and can finish in traffic with, ferocity and dunking on people. He's an elite roller. You can throw balls in air and he'll go get them. And so I feel like that side of it, along with the growth of a perimeter shot, is going to make him perhaps a two-way player. You go over to his defense, I want him to be a better defensive rebounder. I feel like that's the single thing that we want to zoom in on. I think he's positionally aware of where he should be. I think that he's got a toughness. You can see it in his face, a tenacity. He's got those things, but I feel the growth of his three and the defensive rebounding will help expedite his growth in a big way.
I know the passing is important, but are there other things you want the guys to look at, like how deep in the shot clock they are, obviously, space defenders, or what are the things that they go through?
It's just clean look. When do you? I think it's one of the great challenges of coaching. You playing good shot, bad shot, cop. I want my guys, feeling good. You want them cocky. You want them feeling confident. And then there are times like you stop it, and because I got the clicker, I'm the king, and I can make it look as bad as I want to with just pausing it. You say, really? It's not. It's early in the clock, or there's somebody on you. That's happening less and less, but we always point it out, good to great, because, there are sometimes it goes poor to average, like just go good to great for a second. You got a good shot, but he's got a great one. It's just one more. That's the thing that can destroy teams. If you don't have the ball moving and it gets stuck, it really can be a problem for teams.